An advert for an over-50s dating app has been banned after claims it objectifies men, even though no man I know was objectified by it, least of all the target of this gentleman here. Here's the original ad showing a shirtless man in his 50s with the tagline, "Pull a Christmas cracker."
Are you a little bit distracted, Piers?
The new version shows the same model, fully clothed, with a less suggestive slogan.
So, was it right that the advert was banned? Joining us now, Richard Holt, who says most men in their 50s would love to be objectified. Richard Holt, are you in your 50s?
40s.
Right. How do you know what men in their 50s?
I'm 53 and
are you in your...
he's right.
If I guessed your age... Well, no, sorry, carry on, please.
Exactly.
40s.
Why are you ageifying him?
Because the introduction said most men in their 50s would love to be objectified, so I was wondering
here we
whether
have
you
one.
spoke
No,
from
I'm
experience.
45, but thanks for asking.
And Harriet, who says we wouldn't show a topless woman, so it should be the same scenario for men.
Absolutely, we wouldn't.
Well, we show lots of women just wearing a bra, which is the equivalent.
I agree, Piers. And if you look at all the outcry that happens every time that happens, every time we put a woman in a bra and then...
Outcry from who?
Oh, from the feminists, Piers.
Yes.
The feminists that you're
So
angry
why don't you all just put a cork in it?
Because we're actually
Nobody
asking for
cares
equality.
about this.
All
Nobody
the time,
in the world could be offended by this commercial.
Every time we say, actually, this is offensive or objectifying women, I get an outcry on my Twitter which says, what about men? I think you might have been in there, Piers. It says, what about men? Surely we objectify men too. So actually what this is saying is, you know what, it's right.
You say...
No, but what you've done is you've taken the bad example and extended it to everything. Whereas I want to take the good example, which is the women are not being objectified in the way you've always claimed, and this bloke certainly isn't, right?
I really don't think... see what we have a problem with, to be honest, because...
You don't see what we have a problem with if we had semi-naked women on that advert, for example.
Let him finish.
I slightly lost the will to live when you were speaking before, sorry. But I don't think...
And that's why we don't objectify women. Yeah, OK.
No, because we look at this guy. I think he looks great. I mean, for a start, we keep saying he's wearing only braces. He's got trousers on.
Oh, that's OK,
I don't think, and I don't know who exactly we're upsetting. And let's be honest about it, the reason we're talking about it is because he looks great. He's in what? He's knocking on 60 years old. We're talking about objectifying him. Most men love being objectified, as Piers says, at any age. And
Not just most men, but I've never met a single man on planet Earth. Population now, is it nearly 7 billion people, right?
I've
never met a single man who would feel objectified by that picture.
Being objectified has been the thing that has kept women down for so long. It's been the reason that why we can't go into work safely without fear of sexual harassment. It's the reason why we have high levels of domestic violence against women. It's the reason why so few
what's that got to do with this campaign?
Because it's about the difference between objectifying women and objectifying men.
Thank you, Susanna.
It is not an equal playing field because there is a power.
Can I ask a question?
But Harriet, the thing that I find problematic is, therefore, there is no equivalence. So it's quite hard when you say that women shouldn't be objectified, and men, like Piers, say, well, then why Magic Mike and why this advert? And that's why people feel like they have to ban both, even though it isn't equivalent.
I absolutely agree. So I actually went to see Magic Mike live a few weeks ago, and I sat there and I was like, I can appreciate that this is a great show, but I definitely feel awkward. I feel awkward sitting here in a way that...
looking at handsome men naked.
If this was men looking at beautiful women naked, I would feel awkward about that, and I felt awkward about this.
Really?
And you can't defend it.
About that, Piers. I can't defend it.
No.
So I can't defend.
I'm only upset when the radical feminists all start screaming about you know, strip clubs or whatever, and then they all pile down to Magic Mike. You can't have it both ways.
No, that's the point. That's what we're arguing. That it isn't an
you
equivalent.
can't have it both ways. So we're saying let's have it.
But your answer is then to ban everything. Whereas my answer is stop whining about the female supposed objectification, most of which is not objectification.
Well,
it's celebrating female beauty.
Objectification.
Really?
Celebrating female beauty is objectification.
What was the famous bra?
Hang on. To be honest, can I say that you're shouting so much.
Shut up.
You're shouting so much that I now want to join Harriet's side.
Well, do what you like, mate.
I'm sorry. I object to the fact that this man has taken his top off. I now find it a little bit offensive.
Oh, God.
And if the guys in the studio could cover up, because I'm finding it all a little bit... It's all a little
Rachel,
bit
to
much.
be honest, I'm not sure what you think.
I don't know what I think anymore.
No, I don't think you were the
very
best
early.
guest we could have booked for this. I've no idea what you're doing. You're abusing everybody, including the guests and the host. I mean, it's a serious point, though, isn't it? Is it how far does this all go, right? I remember the famous Hello Boys bra ads, right? They were cheeky, sexy fun, right? Until the radical feminists got hold of it.
They were
and suddenly
cheeky,
it's like,
sexy fun. But do you know what they
Yeah,
also
but
did? They
why
also
should those
saw
things
a
be
massive
banned?
uptick in breast augmentation for women. They encouraged women to think the breast had to look a certain way. It was really interesting this morning. I was wondering how many men are looking at that advert and thinking, oh, am I a bit too skinny? Do I need to tone up?
So what?
Let's not bring men down to our level. Let's raise women up so that we're all equal
why
together.
shouldn't
That's
men
what
look
we're
at a
trying to do.
good-looking man and aspire to be like that?
Because women have been doing that for centuries.
And what's
let me
wrong
tell you,
with
it
this?
has not worked for us. It's
Why
not
hasn't it
great.
worked for you?
Because what it does is it creates insecurity, it creates body image issues. It
So
makes
we
us feel
never
like we're not good
again
enough.
celebrate any good-looking human being.
I think we can celebrate a diverse range of human
Who do we
beings.
celebrate? I'll tell you who we celebrate in your world was that ridiculous model on the cover of Cosmo,
Tess Holliday.
Tess Holliday.
The 300,
I absolutely
because she's
celebrate Tess
empowering.
Holliday.
So the only body shape we can ever celebrate are morbidly obese people, right?
But
there she is. Look, let's celebrate that.
You
But we
do
can't
go
celebrate
to
a good-looking
extremes,
bloke.
Piers.
Why can
I'm
we
taking
not
the argument
celebrate-
to its logical
why
conclusion.
can we not celebrate across the range? Why? You know, one thing that's really interesting is why when we look at models, we do tend to have Tess Holliday or very, very thin. Why are there never any models in the middle?
There are loads of models in the middle.
There are loads of
I
models.
don't like the Victoria Beckham stick insects. I don't like the Tess Holliday morbidly obese.
Oh,
model.
okay, so is the criteria now
They both
according to
propagate
Piers? Where do you
unhealthy
sit?
body images, right? But most models are in the middle somewhere.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No.
And also, most of them. What we're
Just
saying,
as
that
you
also a lot
say
of
they
white
are.
The
women
more
are
the
not seeing
models I know.
diversity of
Naomi
race, we're not
Campbell,
seeing
right?
diversity of
Naomi
age.
Campbell, perfect, one of the most beautiful models in the world. Cindy Crawford, right?
They're
Claudia
not-
Schiffer.
They're not
all
normal
They're not
sizes.
a normal size.
What are they?
I
They'd
mean,
be size 8.
They're the size that is right for them, and that's fine. But let's have a diverse range of bodies. I think that's interesting. One of the things that I do think is interesting about this campaign is that they've started something that is for people over a certain age. You know, particularly when I think they're over 50 for the app.
Yes, and that's what's lost
great.
in this.
And that
Exactly.
is lost in that. I agree.
I think there are some really...
No, we're done with you.
No, I think,
Oh, no,
there's-
Richard,
I think,
let
I
Richard
think-
doesn't know what he
speak.
thinks.
I think there's some very interesting
doesn't know what
points
he
that
thinks.
Harriet's made. I think we do disagree. Unfortunately, we've had to come on and watch Piers have some sort
All
of
right, mate,
emotional
we're going to go
breakdown.
to...